between Ohio's two teams.
It's the Browns and the Bengals.
And it's kicking off next on Madden NFL 25.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gunn. To my left, Charles Davis. And, Charles, you focus on this Bengal team entering play. They come in off a loss in the season opener. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. The Bengals offense here ready to rock and roll. Joe Burrow is the man at quarterback.
Hey, we all love a good story, and what we like even more, guys who can fight through adversity. Joe Burrow coming out of high school, goes to Ohio State, doesn't get a chance to start, transfers to LSU, not thought to be a top prospect, ends up the #1 pick in the draft and justifies it. Tremendous play, excellent mobility, and leadership off the charts.
That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So a tough early challenge here, 2nd and long after the sack. Now Ridley. And he'll work his way forward up to the 22. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. You look at this Browns defense. They're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
And, hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into Week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that #1 spot.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 17 carries, 73 yards.
A key component of his team's offense. He will certainly stay in that role if he keeps producing like this each week. Expect him to make a run in not only matching, but exceeding those numbers as this one goes on.
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll work down inside the 45. The Browns had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And what doubly stings for them, CD, they lose Week 1 at home, and now here on the road Week 2. So it's certainly not a must-win, but boy, you hate to start a season with 2 straight losses.
Yeah, because you sort of feel like you're playing from behind right from the beginning, and that can really mess with your confidence. Plus, if you get to 0-2, here come the articles, here comes the sports talk shows, pointing out the small percentage of teams that make the playoffs after they begin a season 0-2.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Hiddleston. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 12-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. From the gun on 3rd down, Hiddleston toward the pylon, but it's incomplete. So 2 third down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. And his kick here is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their 2nd drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this...
Now Burrow loses the football. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football. They work now on 2nd and 9. As they've got it as we resume action. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point safely through. And the lead grows to 10-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
Here we go, here we go.
Now it's Burrow. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it's second down.
Here we go.
Burrow will throw. Got a man. It's Brown. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle. They'll give him 4 yards there, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Didn't. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals.
And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23.
That felt like a trap, because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
2nd and 9 now.
And this one too low.
Well, you got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
52 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
In motion, the tight end. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Yeah, boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. Well, they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and run for it. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And his pass incomplete.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
2nd and 10.
11 MT tape. 11 MT tape.
Now it's Burrow. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that'll make it second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
This short pass into the hands of Njoku. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Out of the gun now on third down.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Give him 22 there on the third down conversion.
Things looking much rosier for him here in week 2. They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that will bring up second down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Off play action. Heddleston. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag.
We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A big play there. 48 yards.
And the Browns will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Bengal offense going to see the ball one more time in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Burrow on play action. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Well, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you two in a bit. For now, plenty of early game action around the NFL to get you caught up on, so let's get to it. We'll get started up at Lucas Oil Stadium in the capital city of Indianapolis, where it was the visiting Niners who are able to come away with the road victory. Brock Purdy, 2 touchdown passes as his guys make amends for the setback.
Sorry, Coach, put a pin in that. We are going to move right on to the third quarter here. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So here are the Browns to take over. They were losers a week ago to Baltimore, but they lead things here as they start 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On gain of 12. First down, Browns.
Hands it off out of the gun. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 86 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on third. Now they're going to motion dots into the left. From the gun on third down. Heddleston flushed out right. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big third down play, and they did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Cincinnati set to take over once again. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. Incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
So 2nd and 10, third quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati. That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich. And he'll be out right at the 35. First target, first catch at a first down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Burrow looking to pass. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Allen. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
12.
They go play action with Burrow. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offense. Session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now Burrow out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
Fielded at about the 28. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. Throwing to start the drive. Heddleston looking deep downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they have that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's going to let it go again. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football who always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Browns 1st down.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
And his fine afternoon on the ground continues. That last run going to put him over 100 yards for the ball game.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. Second down and inches. And he whips that one incomplete there.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, he can't hold them.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And now they're in the hurry up.
A pickup of 18 yards. Brings up 2nd down. At the
2nd and 2. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath.
If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with second and a couple. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Right back to him on first down. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 24. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
Well, I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mention in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while, but everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Well, after incompletions on first and second down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on third down.
11.
Here's Burrow.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Here we go. It's Burrow on fourth down. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Again, it's Burrow.
He's going to have the hook up here to Chase.
And he will take it on in for Bengals touchdown.
Jamar Chase.
25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Bengals are finally on the board here in the fourth quarter. Burrow and the Bengals offense staying put. They'll go for 2 here.
They'll try and throw for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us. Because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
From the 38 now. Here's second down at 7.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
Back to throw. Heddleston. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this will remain an 18-point lead. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, you know, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
He's got Allen. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be second down. They're passing here. Joe Burrow.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
The 22 is the line to gain here on third down. Now it's Burrow. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10.
11, 12, 12, 12. 11, Thomas.
Burrow will throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley.
And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete. And no, they can't connect on the pass. So that and now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes it 24-13. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
And he will have a Browns first down. It has been a struggle, but it's looking like that'll be the one to seal a victory.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy